It's day 4 of video blogging week here on Viewpoint. Hello, I'm Ian Beaumont. Welcome along and welcome back, whichever. I was going to talk about something else completely different today. Actually, I was going to talk about something that's happening right now. The par 3 tournament that's happening right now at the Masters. It is kind of on my docket. It's one of the things I'm watching and I'm following at the moment, right here in the Ops Centre. But there's a lot of other things that have sort of come into the Ops Centre. Stocks ending the day at the moment with modest gains after a few modest losses, couple of modest losses. The anti-terrorism operation that's currently ongoing in northwest England right now. So far we know 11 people have been arrested, but really not much more than that. So we're waiting to find out more. That is still breaking at the moment, still developing. Somali pirates are holding the captain of a US flagged freighter hostage. That's also sort of come into me in the past couple of hours right here in the Ops Centre. Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi, a very controversial political figure at the best of times, but he's visited L'Aquila, the scene of the biggest devastation in the Italian earthquake. And of course there's a Champions League quarter-final or two ongoing at the moment, including the match between Liverpool and Chelsea, which seems to become somewhat of an annual fixture. But as I say, because of the anti-terrorism operation and a few other things, it's all sort of gone, it just shows. This blog, like so many other programs on television and so many other things, we respond to the news. What is happening right now, and a story will come into the Ops Centre here, and I will say, okay, right, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm going to focus on this instead, and that's what I do. So it just goes to show whatever plans I may have, for something, things can change literally minute by minute, and that's what you put up with when you do a news blog. You're talking about events that happen and changes that happen on a minute by minute basis, literally. So you always want to know what's the latest, and what's the big story. But also I try and find stories that are of more fun interest. And there's the less serious stuff as well. But it doesn't always work that way. As today is shown, I was going to talk about the par 3 competition at the Augusta. It's the usual precursor to the main US Masters golf tournament. And it's a little fun thing, and it was rather a nice thing to be looking at. But as I say, the attention has gone somewhat more serious stories, like the ones you see here. They're the ones that have gotten all the attention, as per usual. The best laid plans of mice and men, as they say oft times, do end up being just scrambled up and thrown in a bin. And that's kind of what happened today. This entry has been sort of made up as I've gone along, with what I see in front of me, on the web, on the news channels, the live sport, everything. You sort of make it up as you go along. But hey ho, that's the way it works. But whatever other stories break, I guarantee we'll look at them, and we'll see if they're worth covering on the blog. Sometimes they are. Sometimes I just look at them and think, nah, not worth it. It's like these anti-terror raids at the moment. I'm watching this story unfold. I'm watching it develop. But is there anything here I'm going to comment on? And so far, the only aspect of it that really has garnered any attention for me is the fact that one of the senior officers was in Downing Street earlier today, and he was photographed with a top secret document, and it's quite clear. I mean, I'm just looking at the picture now, and okay, it's quite clear. It's a technical breach of security, but is it that important right now? I don't think it is. I think the Conservative press will have an absolute field day on it, and really, I think there's much more important things that they should be worrying about. But as always, it's with most of the Conservative press, the agenda seems to be just to create controversy to generate sales, and also to favour their own political agendas. It's not something that, the one thing that constantly gets me about the press is how they will highlight a story, particularly if it's something a little bit sexy, and then females involved, that sort of thing, and then they will turn on it and then roundly condemn it. And it just gets me, and it will be the same here. They will turn this security breach into a major political incident, or they will try to. The likes of the Sun, the Express, the Mail, all of them tomorrow will be absolutely tearing their hair out over this photo of the guy's name is Bob Quick. This photo of Bob Quick with a secret document plainly visible. I really don't think it's that big a deal, because unless the photograph was like massively blown up, could you really read it? I don't think you can. I'll have a good look at the pictures. So, I mean, it's one of those things. I really think sometimes they do tend to make mountains out of molehills, rather than do what they're supposed to do and cover the news. But then again, if they did that properly all the time, people like me wouldn't make these blogs. Que sera, sera. That's it for this Day 4 Video Blogging Week edition of Viewpoint. I'm Ian Beaumont. Hopefully we'll be back on track tomorrow. But, as you well understand, whatever we plan may well be changed. It's the nature of the beast, I'm afraid. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.